Tom had been delivering pizzas for years. It was usually an easy job. Drive fast, drop off the pizza, and move on. But this night felt strange. His last delivery was to a cabin deep in the woods, far from town. The order came at exactly 11:11 p.m. One large cheese pizza, nothing else. No tip was offered, but he figured it was just another late-night customer. The drive felt endless. His GPS led him down a dirt road surrounded by tall, dark trees. The further he went, the darker it became. There were no streetlights, no signs of life, just the eerie quiet of the woods. Finally, the GPS announced, "You've arrived at your destination." Tom stopped in front of an old run-down cabin. Its windows were dark, and the wood looked like it had been rotting for years. A single lantern flickered on the porch, casting strange shadows. He grabbed the pizza, walked up to the door, and knocked. No answer. He knocked again, louder this time. Still nothing. Frustrated, he called the number on the order. A deep, crackly voice answered on the first ring. "I've been waiting for you," the voice said. "Come inside." Tom froze. I can leave the pizza here. You can grab it from the porch. Come inside," the voice repeated, sharper this time. Then the line went dead. Tom hesitated. Maybe the customer was old or injured. He decided to take a quick look. He pushed the door open and immediately regretted it. The inside smelled awful, like something had been rotting for weeks. The cabin was dimly lit by candles, and strange symbols were painted on the walls in what looked like dried blood. Tom's stomach churned. "Hello?" he called out, his voice shaky. From the shadows, a tall, thin man stepped forward. His face was pale, his eyes sunken, and his grin stretched unnaturally wide. "You're just in time," the man said softly. Tom turned to leave, but the door slammed shut on its own. He grabbed the handle and pulled, but it wouldn't budge. The man stepped closer. "You're exactly what we needed," he said, his voice echoing strangely. Tom backed away, his eyes darting around the room. That's when he saw something on the table. His heart stopped. It was his own driver's license. "How?" he whispered, picking it up. Next to it was a photograph. Tom's blood ran cold as he stared at the picture. It showed him lying dead in the woods, his body covered in blood. He spun around to face the man. "What is this?" he demanded, his voice shaking. The man just smiled wider. "It's already done," he said. Suddenly, Tom felt a sharp pain in his chest. He looked down to see blood soaking through his shirt. His legs gave out and he fell to the floor. The last thing he saw was the man leaning over him, whispering, "Thank you for delivering yourself." Tom jolted awake in his car. He was parked outside the cabin, the pizza still on the seat next to him. His heart raced as he touched his chest. There was no blood, no wound. It must have been a nightmare, he thought. He started the car and drove away as fast as he could. But as he glanced in the rearview mirror, his breath caught. The man from the cabin was sitting in the back seat, smiling. "You forgot to deliver the pizza," the man whispered.